Welcome to the wonderful moment of this beautiful documentation of an application. So this is an app that is developed for microfinance and the likes like cooperative society. And what you are seeing here is the landing page of the application. And I'm here to talk about the JavaScript operation on this app. Though this application contains other parts, we have the server side of it, which I will not be explaining now, the PHP and the MySQL, but the effects are there in case learners or beginners are watching. And yeah, I will just go ahead and click on the analysis update, which is the current update, because the initial release of this application, this analysis slash update was not there, and it was really got accepted. And this application contains data of people from the Ekiti state. That's when this application was falsely used after being tested. So I click on analysis. Okay, yeah, this is after I click analysis. This is what I got. Yes, so yeah, don't never mind the 10 plus plus there. That's just for debugging. And all these tests that you said, yeah, that you can see here, they are for you use it to test the application. So I'm gonna come here right here and I type ID, then I click on send. Can you see? So when I type ID and I send, what happens is that the application sent to the backend and look for all the people that have ID in their name from the either in the beginning or in the middle, and it return 3. So that's why you have 3 plus plus here. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to click on this number 1, Mukaila Onifadi. If I click, it drop down. So that is the work of JavaScript, the dropping down JavaScript, and jQuery is the responsible for the animation of the drop down. So I want to see the very thing that is responsible for this dropping down, and so I'm going to bring in the developer tool, which a regular developer knows about it. And let me show it to the screen. This is it. Yeah. So all this code that you can see on the screen, they are the one responsible for what you are viewing on the screen. So like some people will see, some of my students will see, they say behind the scene, and that is it. So I click on this to find out. So there's this function that I've written that is called drop the. So this is right here, drop the. It's a function. Then I'm going to open my Visual Studio Code, and I'll be doing this. So yeah, you can see this is drop the. And for people that understand, yeah, see, so I'm going to highlight this just like I commented here. I'm going to highlight this. Wow, my system is somehow slow. I hope it doesn't get burned this time around. So the code runs from line 285 to 287. Wow, it's such a single line that does that. So and this is the function. The function is JavaScript, pure JavaScript, and this line is jQuery, and it toggles when they click on and off. So and another thing that happens here is that when I click this, like let's assume that Mokala has paid for the month for the first week of the January, then I click on it, so it brings into 2,500, and this is 2,500. Look at the total here. Each time I tick a week that this user paid for, this person paid for, it keeps adding to the total. So I click again, the total is being added. Can you notice that? So if I click again, then can you notice this is 7,500. and there is a function that is responsible for that, which is tick. Now, how many tick do we have here? We can't just, this is where metaprogramming comes in, because you don't even know at the beginning of the program, and this actually is what's called scalability. At the beginning of the programming, you don't even know, we don't know how many people that might be bearing hardly, you get it, or how many the total number of this the of the people is it that the application is going to fetch. But after it fetch them, the computer is meant to put something, the function, as the function must be able to run, is runnable on every moment they are supposed to pay. So, and this, I'm going to bring in my tick. Now the tick function, let's look for it. Tick, yeah, this is the function. Tick is quite long. Yeah, it runs from 319 to 338. So, and now let me just briefly explain this function right here for the people that don't really understand function. So this is the name of the function, this is the declaration of the function. Function is another core part of programming language. Almost every programming language have functions, and especially the object-oriented ones. And function belongs to another type of data in the data structure of every programming language, almost every programming language. So then we have this X and Y. I am so addicted to mathematics that I actually brought it into programming. So in the programming, I still use the X and Y as my own variable that I love to do. So anything first X, second one is Y, and my third favorite is Z. And if I'm going to go more than that, I'll be using ABC. So X and Y here can be anything, but here we are expecting something. This is why I use parameter, and the argument that will be coming later must be actually fitting to the way we predicted in the parameter. So actually, these people here we are expecting variables, and not just variable, expecting array, and this is a multi-dimensional array, almost about 3-dimensional array. So, and that's what happened. Actually, I've commented this out because I'm still doing terminating code. I found mistake in it, so I'll be right. And if this is equals 1, which I know, there's nothing else, is where the actually comes in, and that's what happened there. I would like to go back to the test. Go back to the test. Go back to the test. Okay, excuse me. Let me make this bigger so I can go back to the test. So now in the test, actually this fetch from the recent data. So what I mean by recent data is that test 10 is the last person to enter the data. The test 9 is the second latest person. So let me click on test 9. Then his payment is supposed to start on the month of June. That's why this is starting from June, July. So maybe the time of loan, the time this person collected the loan must be around maybe June or May. So the payment is starting from July and June 24, 2023. So I click here. So this person is meant to pay 5,500 for every week. So I click here to assume that. Then what's another thing here is the application can actually return people that are meant to pay for a particular day. So yeah, I don't know, we'll be stopping this recording here. Hope to see you in the next class. Stabilize.